Imagine a machine that can think, learn, and create just like a human, perhaps even better. A machine that can solve problems across any domain, adapt to any situation, and innovate with a boundless intellect. This isn't just science fiction anymore. It's the promise of artificial general intelligence, or AGI, and it has become the AI industry's most tantalizing and perhaps most elusive goal. But as billions of dollars pour into AI research, as companies burn through capital at historic rates, racking up energy costs and investor expectations that grow harder to meet by the quarter, the very definition of AGI itself has begun to shift. What if the goalposts are moving, not because we're getting closer, but because it's convenient? For the past year or so, AGI has been the AI sector's favorite buzzword, a shimmering beacon promising human-level machine intelligence just over the horizon. The allure is undeniable. AGI could revolutionize every aspect of our lives, from scientific discovery to healthcare, from economic productivity to creative expression. It's the ultimate prize, the holy grail of artificial intelligence, representing a system that can understand, learn, and apply intelligence across a wide range of tasks, much like a human being. But whether we're actually close to reaching that milestone depends almost entirely on how you define it. And it turns out that definitional flexibility is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Consider Jensen Huang, the visionary CEO of NVIDIA. NVIDIA, for those unfamiliar, is a company currently valued at a staggering $4 trillion, built largely on the GPU hardware that powers the entire AI boom. Huang sits at the very epicenter of this technological revolution. When he speaks, the world listens. So when he recently sat down with renowned podcaster Lex Fridman for a wide-ranging conversation covering everything from data centers to geopolitics, the question of AGI naturally came up, and Huang's answer was startling. He believes AGI has already arrived. Now, before we unpack that audacious claim, let's consider Huang's past statements. At the 2023 New York Times DealBook Summit, Huang offered a more conventional definition for AGI, software capable of passing tests that approximate normal human intelligence at a reasonably competitive level. At that time, he expected AI to clear that bar within 5 years, a challenging yet seemingly tangible goal. This definition aligns with a common understanding of AGI, a system that can perform any intellectual task that a human can. Fast forward to his conversation with Lex Fridman. Fridman, known for his thoughtful and often provocative questioning, offered Huang a generous yet specific definition to work with. True AGI, in Fridman's framing, would look like an AI capable of not just passing tests, but of starting, growing, and running a technology company worth more than $1 billion. This isn't just about intelligence, it's about agency, strategic thinking, and sustained execution in the real world. He then asked Huang whether that was achievable in the next 5 to 20 years, especially given the recent proliferation of powerful agentic AI tools like OpenClaw, tools designed to perform complex tasks autonomously. Huang didn't need 5 to 20 years. He didn't even need 5. "I think it's now. I think we've achieved AGI," he replied to Fridman, with a confidence that sent ripples through the AI community. This statement, coming from one of the most influential figures in tech, was immediately picked apart. How could AGI suddenly be here when just months prior it was still 5 years away? The answer lies in the subtle yet critical parsing of words. The key, it turns out, lies in that definitional flexibility we talked about. Huang's AGI is now claim was based on a strikingly narrow interpretation of what Fridman had asked. The way Huang saw it, the AI doesn't need to build anything lasting. It doesn't need to manage people, navigate a complex board of directors, or sustain a business for the long haul. It just needs to hit $1 billion in valuation once. "You said $1 billion, Huang told Fridman, "and you didn't say forever." This subtle yet profound distinction reveals a critical pattern. The through line in both of Huang's recent AGI pronouncements isn't a consistent, evolving theory of machine intelligence. Instead, it's a consistent pattern of defining the threshold in whatever way makes "yes, we're there" the easiest possible answer. It's a convenient narrative, particularly for an industry under immense pressure to deliver on its colossal promises and justify its astronomical valuations. Huang's illustration of what this achieved AGI might look like is particularly telling. After his initial bold answer, he elaborated, describing a scenario in which an AI creates a simple web service, perhaps some app that goes viral for a brief period, gets used by a few billion people at 50 cents a pop, generating a quick $1 billion, and then quietly folds. He then pointed to the dot-com era as a precedent, arguing that many of those fleeting overnight success websites were no more sophisticated than what an AI agent could generate today. While the comparison to the dot-com bubble's ephemeral successes is apt in some ways, it entirely misses the point of what AGI is supposed to represent. A genuine AGI capable of building $1 billion company, as Lex Fridman envisioned, implies a level of general intelligence, strategic foresight, adaptability, and sustained problem-solving that goes far beyond a single viral hit. It implies understanding market dynamics, managing resources, overcoming competitive challenges, innovating continuously, and fostering a culture of growth. It means making complex decisions, navigating human interactions, handling legal and financial complexities, and demonstrating a deep contextual understanding of the world, not just executing a pre-programmed set of tasks to generate a quick buck. For an AI to truly found and run a billion-dollar company, it would need to 1. Identify a market need, not just a trending topic, but a genuine sustainable gap. 2. Develop a product, design, code, test, and iterate based on user feedback. 3. Build a team or manage agents, recruit, motivate, and direct other AIs or humans. 4. Secure funding, pitch to investors, negotiate terms, manage finances. 5. Navigate legal and ethical landscapes, understand regulations, intellectual property, and user privacy. 6. Market and sell, develop strategies to acquire and retain customers. 7. Adapt to change, respond to competitors, market shifts, and technological advancements. 8. Sustain growth, continuously innovate and expand the business. A viral app that makes a quick billion and then folds achieves only a fraction of these requirements, and crucially lacks the sustained adaptive intelligence implied by the term general intelligence. And here's where Huang himself delivered the most potent caveat to his own vision. He was candid about the ceiling of that definition. The odds of 100,000 of those agents building NVIDIA, he said plainly, is 0%. This isn't just a small caveat, it's the whole ballgame. What Huang is actually describing, a viral app that monetizes briefly and then dies, is a far cry from the transformative, economy-reshaping, truly intelligent AGI that dominates the public conversation and fuels investor dreams. By his own admission, the kind of compound institutional intelligence required to build something as complex, enduring, and impactful as NVIDIA, a company that fundamentally shapes the future of technology, employs thousands, and sustains decades of innovation, is nowhere in the picture yet. This highlights a crucial danger in the current AI discourse, the dilution of terms. When industry leaders, even those as respected as Jensen Huang, redefine AGI to fit current capabilities or short-term successes, it risks misleading the public, confusing investors, and ultimately undermining the very real progress being made in narrower AI fields. It creates a false sense of arrival, dampening the urgency for genuine, groundbreaking research into the foundational challenges of general intelligence. It can also divert attention and resources from critical discussions about AI safety, ethics, and governance, as the focus shifts to celebrating premature victories. Current AI models like large language models and the agentic tools mentioned are incredibly powerful. They can generate text, write code, create images, and even perform complex tasks with remarkable efficiency. They are transforming industries and accelerating discovery. But they are still specialized tools, excelling within specific domains and often requiring significant human oversight and curation. They are tools that augment human intelligence, not yet replacements for general human cognition. The quest for AGI is one of humanity's most ambitious endeavors. It demands rigorous scientific inquiry, transparent communication, and a clear understanding of what we mean when we use such monumental terms. If we allow the definition of AGI to be stretched and twisted to fit whatever our current technology can achieve, we risk losing sight of the true goal and the profound implications, both positive and negative, that a truly general artificial intelligence would bring. So where does that leave us? AGI remains a powerful concept, inspiring awe and driving innovation, but it's also a term subject to interpretation, sometimes conveniently so. When you hear claims of AGI's imminent arrival or even its current existence, remember to ask, what definition are they using? Is it about passing a test, creating a fleeting viral app, or truly building and sustaining a complex, impactful enterprise with general intelligence? The distinction matters because the future of AI and our understanding of it depends on clarity, not convenience. What are your thoughts on how AGI is being defined today? Do you think we're closer than we realized, or are expectations being inflated? Share your perspective in the comments below. If you found this discussion thought-provoking, please hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the fascinating and often complex world of artificial intelligence. Thanks for watching.